Tonight on the South Today, construction begins on a new wharf and boat club at Broad Bay as a special occasion looms. Marine biologists in Fiordland have a rare encounter with an unusual species of sunfish. And an iconic rock album is brought to life in Dunedin as Pink Floyd's music gets a visual accompaniment. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Dave Gooselink. Well, something's in the water in Broad Bay as diggers begin construction on a new wharf and boat club building. The project's been in the works for 8 years and should be completed in time for a special occasion.
Starting work on a seaside rebuild. Construction began this week on a new wharf and revamped boating club in Broad Bay after 8 years of planning. The entire project's expected to cost $1 million, with local fundraising helping the new community facility become a reality.
We're envisaging that this will give us a new facility for the next 100 years, hopefully, going forward, and it makes it more of a community facility. We're sort of aiming to draw in more people than just the boat users.
The club got funding from the Otago Community Trust and Alexander Macmillan Trust 2 years ago, and club members are pleased that work's finally underway.
It's very exciting, but also a big sigh of relief to, for all the work that's gone on beforehand. Yeah, absolutely.
The boating club is hoping the construction work can be completed by September, in time for the club's centenary and the first day of sailing, with more fundraising efforts needed to reach their target. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A main road in Dunedin was closed off late today after a man was discovered dead in a vehicle. The body was found on Wednesday afternoon around a section of George Street in North Dunedin. Multiple fire appliances and police attended the scene, assisting with diverting traffic away from the incident. Police are still investigating the cause of death. Divers in Fiordland National Park were treated to a surprise recently when they came across a rare species of fish. The marine biologists were shocked at first to see the large hoodwinker sunfish floating by, but believe it wouldn't have entered those waters without the work they do.
A giant surprise in the depths of Fiordland. Footage of this large hoodwinker sunfish has captured the attention of local marine scientists who say it's some of the best coverage they've seen. A team of Environment Southland divers had been in Breaksea Sound monitoring an invasive weed species when they had a rare interaction with the sea creature.
Just felt something hovering above me, and so looked around and saw that massive shape, which did stress me for a second, but then I realized it was a sunfish pretty quickly because they are so unique.
The hoodwinker, also known as molotecta, is the most recently identified species of sunfish. It was only officially named in 2018. Little is known about the species as they've had very few recorded interactions with people, but the divers say they were thrilled by the experience.
I've done lots of diving and I swum with some cool stuff, but this one is just very, very special.
A little bit unreal. Kind of didn't know what I was looking at first. I knew what a sunfish looked like, but my brain wasn't comprehending that, yes, you're actually seeing one.
The 3 to 4 metre long fish approached the team in the water, interacting with them for about 15 minutes. Scientists believe some of its behaviour indicates it may have been asking the divers for a scrub, calmly tilting upwards as it would for a cleaner fish.
Really neat that it wasn't just us engaging with the sunfish, that the sunfish actually was engaging with us. And so it was a really calm, very relaxed, beautiful interaction. For
now, though, it's back to work for the team, monitoring invasive seaweed in the area. Environment Southland say the encounter highlights the importance of marine biosecurity in Fiordland and keeping invasive species out so that unique species like the molotecta can survive. In Fiordland, the South Today.
Well, a review panel has released its final report recommending the most significant range of reforms for local government in more than 2 decades. The review panel believes a reset is required in the relationship between local and central government to help deliver better outcomes for local communities. The report recommends paying councillors more to help encourage a wider range of candidates to step forward. The panel also suggests moving to 4-term years for city, town and regional councils, along with lowering the voting age to 16 to improve turnout. They've also recommended the amalgamation of some councils, or at least have them share functions. New Zealand currently has 78 councils across the country. The Labour government says it'll take the report on board, but won't consider the issues raised until after this year's general election. Well, the major upgrades along Dunedin's main street are now ahead of schedule, with council hoping to have most of the work completed by Christmas. The project, covering George Street and some surrounding areas, was originally due to be finished by September next year. It's now likely to be completed by April. Contractors are also hoping to have around 90% of the revamp finished in time for the Christmas period, helping reduce the noise for shoppers. The project's also being delivered under budget so far. The original estimated cost was around $95 million. It could now come in at $7 million less. Dunedin City Councillors have congratulated workers on what they've managed to achieve so far. A visual music show will bring some rock music iconic tracks to life in Dunedin, giving fans a chance to take an immersive journey into the world of Pink Floyd. The new show is making its national debut in the city, giving audience members a chance to experience the 70s band in a new way.
The dark side of the moon coming to life on a giant 360-degree dome. Te Hura Otago Museum is preparing to host a special show featuring the music of legendary rock band Pink Floyd. The timing celebrates the 50th anniversary of the release of the classic album. This show will use the technology of the Perpetual Guardian Planetarium, taking viewers on a multi-sensory experience combining music, visuals and artistic performances.
Kind of makes you feel like you're in a concert, which is cool. The surround sound and the visuals really make you feel immersed into it, so it's definitely something for that generation and for those who are a bit nostalgic with Pink Floyd to get along to.
The album tracks are known for their psychedelic and thought-provoking themes, which makes for a perfect backdrop for this one-of-a-kind experience. Otago Museum's also the only place in the country that's screening the show in this sort of environment, and the team are excited for fans to enjoy the experience.
It will be really nice to be able to show Dunedinites and Otago the Pink Floyd experience.
The first 3 screenings of the show are scheduled for Thursday night, with more opportunities to experience the essence of Pink Floyd inside the planetarium's dome next month. In Dunedin, the South Today.
FIRKNA still to come on the South Today. Can collecting hits new highs at a Dunedin school in support of a major food bank appeal. And Southland youngsters get their running shoes on for the region's cross-country champs.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
Welcome back. Well, a determined Dunedin student has helped his high school collect hundreds of cans of food as part of an annual appeal for the city's busiest food bank.
This court at King's High School was looking more like a pantry than a playing area this week. The school's taking part in Presbyterian Support's annual Octacan collection, which will be celebrated in the Octagon tomorrow. The Otago event is aiming to collect around 25,000 cans and raise $7,000, helping support local communities in need heading into Christmas. Senior King student Declan Viljoen was a major force behind his school's impressive donation this year, collecting more than 650 cans himself.
I got like a lot of pats on the back, congratulations. They thought what I was doing was really nice for the community. So yeah, it was generally, people were really surprisingly generous.
Viljoen will join with fellow students, businesses and other donators as the collections are placed in the lower Octagon on Thursday morning for the Kai for Octacan event. In Dunedin, the South Today.
There was a need for speed in Gore as the region's fastest primary school children raced for first prize. A little morning frost didn't deter the young athletes as Southland Primary School's cross-country champs got underway.
On your marks, get set, go! More than 450 young athletes hit the ground running at the Southland Primary School's cross-country championships. The event was held at the Southern Field Day site in Waimumu, with the track conditions not as wet as previous years.
This morning, frosty underfoot and great. As the day's gone on, it's got a little bit softer, a little bit more mucky, but the kids have a great time on it.
Schools from 16 zones across Southland and Stewart Island joined in the competition, with some pupils coming up with clever strategies to try and improve their results.
I sprinted at the start for a little strategy because I knew it would be single file in the bush. And when I was coming around the bend on the end, I decided to sprint, so I passed quite a few people.
Races were split by sexes in age categories up to 13 years old, sending many kids home satisfied after claiming spots on the podium. In Gore, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Construction started on a new wharf and boat club in Broad Bay after being in the planning stages for 8 years. Marine biologists in Fiordland National Park have enjoyed a rare encounter with the recently discovered hoodwinker sunfish. And Otago Museum's planetarium is hosting an immersive visual show celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Now taking a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Mike.
Evening, Dave.
What's in tomorrow?
The latest chapter in the ongoing saga with the Interprofessional Learning Centre that may or may not be built at the Dunedin Hospital. The clinical leadership group of senior doctors who are helping advise on the build have come out with some reasonably strong statements about how they disapprove of any plans to scrap it.
Good to hear.
And the impact it may have on medical training in the future.
Definitely.
Speaking of other troubled projects, the Gore District Council is back in the news again. Councillors have apologised unreservedly to the Chief Executive for the angst that's been caused to him by the ongoing sagas down there. And no doubt there'll be more to come about this, I suspect.
Wow.
We launch a new series tomorrow called Doing It Hard about the troubles of people meeting the cost of living at the moment. And we also have our regular weekly art section, which has got a profile of mezzo-soprano Wendy Dawn Thompson, among other things in it tomorrow.
Excellent. A lot there to look at. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Now time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Starting with the situation, expect more of those north to northeasterly airflows over the region this week and through the weekend as well, but colder southwesterly airflow is on the way next week. Heading to the top of the South Island, and those northeasterlies bring rain to Nelson and 13 degrees, Cloudy for Greymouth and Christchurch, for highs of 15 and 14 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago, just cloudy for the moment here. Ashburton, Timaru and Oamaru all heading for highs of 13. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, and it'll be light winds and some high cloud across the region here. 11 degrees expected for Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra. Heading further south, expect some cloud and 14 degrees for Balclutha and Gore tomorrow. 12 degrees in the Catlins with cloudy conditions there. Down across to Invercargill, dropping to 4 tonight. Mostly fine tomorrow with sunny periods and high cloud, heading for 16. For Friday it'll be mild with light northerly winds and a high of 15 degrees. And finally heading to Dunedin, low cloud tonight. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with breezy nor'easterlies and a high of 13, down to 8 degrees at night. For Friday, cool temperatures, some sunny periods are possible in the afternoon and you're looking for a high of 13 degrees. And that's the news this Wednesday. For the latest news and videos from the Southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We're also on Facebook. Just search for The South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite a popo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
You're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer. You owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Passion,
drama, competition,
rivalry,
marketing, numbers,
atmosphere,
power, fight, attack,
intuition,
love, hate, money,
cash, millionaires, fans,
and fans.
and fans.
Oh boy.